Yeah, we were just talking about you, Blue. Only the most incredible things. Basecamp is not on. Now it's on. Only the most incredible things. Oh, finally. Work is over. We can summon for this Jean. I've seen mixed reviews on her. Have to go, but pray to RNGesus that you get her in the first few pulls. Yeah, me too. The luck has not been here lately. Yeah, Cat, I hear you. You want to come over here and say hi to the stream? Come here. Come on. Come on. She still has the vest on because her wound is like... It's like 90% healed. 95% healed. But her fur hasn't grown in yet, so she'd just be looking raw skin. And then that would probably just irritate it and mess it all up again, so... We're keeping the vest on. We have taken it off a few times lately, but after a while, she keeps going back to it. So the vest goes back on. She looks so very enthused. So very enthused. Yeah. You're an internet sensation now, you know that? You're a star. Because you just need more ego, yeah. Bye. Okay. I don't think we're going to have as many people here today as we normally do, because it's not the actual release of the stream. So, we're just going to go and jump in, and we're not getting our first multi, so we can just get that out of our head. The same ult as what was shown in the event, but we'll crack the code, just in case. Oh, reality's here. Alright, cool, never mind. Okay, let's just go ahead and jump in. Let's get, like, 40 likes. Yeah. We don't have that many people here, so I don't want to... I don't want to make it too out of touch. How's everyone doing today? Reality... Joaco, Bleach Brave Souls guy. There you go. Benda's here. He actually made it before summons. Yep, you sure did. Okay, well, that's not great. Millum. We'll watch the first multi. This is the Koban multi, so it doesn't cost us anything. How did we do on 200 pity? Okay. Let's not hit 200 pity again. What should be the top skills that people should be aiming for with the fused skill tokens that people can get in the Union battle? Who has the best skill fusions? I don't know. Look at the tier list. I don't know. But skill fusions, most of them aren't like super duper impactful. Like some of them are good. A lot of them are bad. Like a lot of them. So maybe that's why you're asking, because you don't want to give it to someone who's shit. God, that'd take a lot of research, wouldn't it? The Spider's King. You sound terrifying. I brought my friend into the stream. Whenever he watches me summon, I always have good luck. I offer this buff to you. Well, I appreciate that. Let's see if it works. With the power of you and reality. If we get the Hinata animation, we're guaranteed Jean. So, like, we're really looking for that Hinata animation. Not this. not this animation. Alright, can we go purple? Nope. Okay, sure can't. We're just gonna skip. That was a good skip. Alright, next. Hinata. Damn it. There was a delay. I thought we got it. Autogram Lumi is a good skill fusion for most people. Yeah, she's a good pick. I also got Awakened Clayman from the Seeds of Growth shop. I wouldn't have bought that. I would have just bought the Tempest ticket, the Medal of Honor ticket, because Clayman's just not that good. Alright, we're skipping this too. Where's the invite a friend? Benda, you shut your mouth. You shut your whore mouth. Alright, are we gonna get a 5-star at all? Like any 5-star? Just in general? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Purple aura? Oh my god, a purple aura. This is Jaune right here. This is 4th multi-Jaune. Space Jaune with the Aegis power buff. Alright, come on. Who remembers her quote? Who remembers her quote? That's not her. I'll tell you that much. Fire Benimaru. Oh, gross. There isn't a Medal of Honor ticket in the Seeds of Growth, though. Is there not? Oh. Oh, it's just a 5-star ticket. Well, then I'd get shards. I'd get shards then. I wouldn't buy any of these 4 characters. They're just not good. My bad. She has a long intro. That's good to know. Okay. Daylight. Scythe, you're here to bring you the good luck. I mean, you haven't had good luck on Blanc, so you're just gonna rub it off on me. Something about not rushing to get killed or something. Okay, well, we can definitely take note of that. Alright, now we've got 100 people. Let's get like 50 likes, guys. Half of the people watching. Press the stupid button. Reset the seed. Alright, we'll reset the seed after this one. She makes a question too. Okay. Alright, that's 50 pity. We will reset. We have had the game open all day. How's everyone's day going? My day's been fairly uneventful. I was playing Expedition 33 before this, and then after we're done, I'll probably go back and play it more. Alright. Got her in 3 multis, congrats. Just found this game and am wanting to reroll an account. Who should you be going for? You should be going for the triple banner with the hero, Leon, and Velzard, and you should be aiming for all 3. You've been on Elder Scrolls for a week straight? I'm just not an Elder Scrolls guy. Bethesda just... it doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do it for me. I didn't really play Skyrim or Oblivion when it came out originally anyways, so... I played Fallout 3 and 4, and that's about it. Okay, Dusk. Fake out? No fake out. Alright. How about a purple aura? How about a purple aura? That's not a purple aura. Okay. That is 4 Kenyas, though. Wow. Alright. That's cool. Hinata? Okay, that's Milim. It's not quite the same, but it is a 5-star character. Space Jaune. Space, Aegis power, blue alt orb buffing skill, whatever. I don't know what we're going to call that quite yet. Alright, come on. Something about rushing off to death in a question form. Mjolnir. Rieger. Butterfly. My buddy says it will show at 110. Oh, that's so far, though. Yuki. Is it the last unit? Dord. Harna. Oh! Wait, we got her. Hey, there we go. Good job, reality. Gotta trust reality. Calling them out like Pokemon cards. Pretty much. Since Pokemon doesn't like me. Oh my god. Pokemon fucking hates me. Alright. Skip luck. Nope, that was it. Cool, we got Jean. We're done. 70 pity. Thank you, reality. Appreciate that. Do we, Wait, do we go to 100 pity just to get the clusters, though? I got 100 of those. 40 of those. Do I do 3 more multis? What's her trait again? That's not what I want. I want this. Protection gauge every 2 turns? We can do 3 more multis. We can do 3 more. I like that trait. Okay. Do it. Oh, fake out. Back-to-back Jean? I'd be okay with that. Back-to-back Jean? Alright, come on. Come on. There's no need to rush off to death. That's, I think, the gist of what she was saying. Ryota. Now I just need the Hinata animation, right? Yeah. Shuna. Just joined. Did you get her? Yeah, I just pulled her last multi, but we're going to continue to 100 pity so I can get the battle clusters. Alright, come on, come on, come on. That's not... That's not her. Alright, Hinata animation. It sure would suck if we got a Hinata animation. Or a purple aura. God, I don't want any of those. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, purple. Okay. Hold on. 3 in a row. The 6% rate up's starting to show. Alice. Galmood. Sky Dragon. Arna. It's not her. I don't need you. Who do I need? I still need... Okay, damn. Alright. I can't use that Millum. Alright, no fake out. No red screen. How about 4 in a row? 4 5-stars in a row with this one being Jean. Oh, 4 in a row. Okay. Come on. Let's get Space Jaune. Kurobe. Dord. Kenya? I don't need any more. You showed up way too much. Kenya again? That's not her. A different Millum. Okay, well, it is what it is. We can get the clusters now. Alright, 100 pity. Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty good. Could have got her at 70, but the clusters are nice. Let's level her up. Alright, see you later, reality. Thank you for the luck. I might want to put shards into her because of the trait, though. Her protection trait was buffed 5 to 7 every 2 turns instead of every 3 turns. Was it 3 turns? I don't remember last night when I was looking at it. Well, we couldn't look at it anyways last night. We didn't actually know her trait, though. Right? Because we couldn't look at the details. The banner wasn't there to look at. So, I don't think we ever really got confirmation that it was a 3-turn or a 2-turn trait. Did you already get the free EX shard from the 3-turn quest? Yes, and I did a video on that, actually, on the best picks to get. It's a very convoluted video. I had to take screenshots and scribble out people's faces that weren't useful. It's 5 to 7 instead of the normal 4 to 6. Oh, so it's just 1 point extra. Ah, that's cool. Now sharded to 112. How do you have extra of those things? Because when they first introduced EX characters, there used to be missions that you would do just by, it'd be like a free mission, and it would give you those shards. And then they made it so you collected them here on the character screen instead. But then for some reason they gave us like enough of the shards to get everybody back up, because maybe they assumed you didn't have the shards from the mission. So now we just have a literal crap ton of extra ones that we can't do anything with. I don't know what they were thinking there. No, they buffed it. It was 3 turns before when I first checked before getting kicked. Oh. Cool. Alright, we're not doing those. Azure Spirit Strike. Sky Ripper Battle Blade. Such edgelord names, Jesus Christ. Alright. Nameless, I'm doing okay. We didn't have to go to 200 pity. I only got the Hinata animation once, and it was for a protector who was useless for my orange team. Probably means you were summoning, like, the Divine General team or something, huh? Also, for the Union battle, Sparkle of Youth is useful up to extreme, not helpful at all in Inferno. I have not done the difficult stages for Union battle. I did the first couple fights. I didn't look at the shop, though. I didn't know there was a shop. Maybe I should redo that video. It's not going out until tomorrow, I think, anyways. Or the day after. Yeah, it's not going out until Friday, so I got time to redo that if I want. Make it a bit more comprehensive, I guess. We'll probably do that. The 3rd Annie team? Yeah, that's Divine General. Would you skip this meta and save crystals on a 2-week-old free-to-play account with Shuna, Blanc, and Violet? Yeah. Yeah, I would. Not having Goblet is kind of unfortunate, but Shuna, Blanc, and Violet will probably get you through 90% of the game. Minus, like, the endgame content and Jubilees. You'll be fine for all of the normal stuff that comes out. She uses a Space Sword. Okay. How many shards do I have? I've got a lot. Let's give her 1 dupe for now. That way, I at least get her trait. And then if we have to, if it's a dire necessity, we'll give her a couple more dupes. All right, I'm fairly certain I have a dark sword somewhere. Okay, so let's go into the Inferno stages that I have not yet cleared. And let's see how this does without Violet. Let's just bring Ritas in for now. And then you can be... Oh, no, we went way too far. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Jean. Blue, have fun. I'll need to go to work soon. I still need to let my dog out. Yeah, have fun with that. Good to see you, though, Blue. Sorry, Blanc. I was looking at Blanc and I said Blue. Sorry, Blue. Alright. Let's give you a jacket. Doesn't matter who. And you need a dark sword. I have that. Yeah, that special one right there. Not You're no. Fuck. You're not dark. You're space. That's gonna really throw me off. Okay. Let's figure out how this goes. Let's figure it out. I only had 1,200 gems for Jean and didn't get her, but I did get 2 EX units, one you didn't have. Well, I mean, it's pretty good. I still have the space sword on. I mean, we're not doing damage with her anyways, it doesn't matter. No, we have a dark sword on her. We put the dark sword on. Because I took it off Rimuru, the special one you get from the monthly pass. Right, because she's not dark, she's space. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so out of it. Oh, fun. Okay, so that's a 0-cost skill. That alt gauge increase, and then the thingamabobber. Alright. How much pity did it take? It's technically 70, but we went to 100 so I can get the battle clusters. That's not a great hand. I piss people off enough doing other things in this game, and I don't really... Saying the wrong element isn't really going to do much more than that. The Union battles have 300% orb debuffs. Have you ever seen something like that? Not to that extent, no. We've never seen a 300% nerf. But, I mean, it does tell you that they want you to use very specific colors. So, I mean, there's a reason. But if you have rainbow orbs, you can just do that. Like, the rainbow orbs will tell whatever nerf to go F off, so... Alright, that's better. We can work with that. No compensation? We did get compensation. We got 10 potions and 200 something food. That's it though. Like I told people not to expect much, if anything. And you know what? At least we got something. It's not like the banner hurt anybody. It's not like the rates were a lie, or she wasn't there, or the banner was like not doing something correctly. It just didn't exist, which doesn't warrant crystal compensation from any game, like any gacha game. Like there has to be something wrong with the rates or something broken specifically while the banner is out for them to be like, all right, let's refund your crystals, or let's give you compensation for something, or the units that were shown as being featured were not actually featured. Like these are things that you would get crystal compensation for, not the banner just isn't there. You can't summon anyways. Why would they give you crystals for that? Okay, so let's use this skill. And then we'll... Oh. Okay, there's that little icon right there. Soul of Divine Protection gauge increase active. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Fine. And let's bring you in here for Jean now. Let's use the alt swap, and then the orb change. Boom, boom. And we'll bring Blanc in, that way she doesn't get any of the extra alt gauge. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that looks like a lot of points and a lot of protection gauge right there. That's pretty nice. I turned 3-4 with Warrior's Mind 2.0. Yeah, that's why that team is good. That's why that team is good, because Rainbow Orbs don't like give a shit. It does mean you need Violet. I missed getting 2 Awakening Crystals on Beatdown Battle of Eldora a few weeks ago. Can I still get those eventually? Um, Eventually when they add him into the flashback shop, but we don't really know when that's gonna be. Alright, and then let's take you out of here. And we'll use Jean's skill again. Actually, no, we didn't need to, because we don't have an ult for anybody else, so that was a waste of points right there. Oh well. We have enough to do everything anyways, so. Alright, yeah. I like getting max points, and I like getting, well, almost max. Well, yeah, no, it is max. What am I talking about? It says fucking max. Read! Joker, do you find the prices in this game to be seriously high for what you're actually getting vis-a-vis the pity? You know, I've done math on this before, and the game, while expensive, is a gacha game, which all gacha games are fairly expensive. Most. Not all of them, most of them. Is this game's income of currency really low? Oh god, yeah. But as far as prices are concerned, if you go like pack for pack versus a number of other gacha games, it's pretty on par. It's just the fact that most games don't have 3 new banners every fucking month for one team. That's the killer. Is that if we only had one banner a month, or maybe 2, like we'd be in a much better spot. But they drop minimum 3, minimum, for 10 out of 12 months. They drop 3 banners. So that's the kicker, is that not only do you have to summon and pay money, you gotta summon for 3 fucking banners if you want a team. That's the not fun part. And it's always been a huge thorn in my side of this game. Apart from the free-to-play people never coming back, which they kind of fixed, but kind of, like, they've started to fix that. That's, like, the 2 biggest things. Next up is just make all the beatdown battles permanent, so you can get the free dupes for those old characters. But, like, apart from that, it is fairly on par. Like, could it be cheaper? Oh, yeah. It can always be cheaper. Alright, make it so we've got another 6-hand. Cool. And then we'll do this. We'll bring Blanc back in so we don't get her ult gauge at all. Shuna banner is still available or no? Do you see the Shuna banner anywhere in the list of banners that are active? The answer's no. It's not active anymore. It left last night. But, like, eyeballs. Use them. Do you think Warrior's Mind Shuna will be obtainable later? She sure will. For some hot money. For Daddy's credit card. She'll be available. I don't have the game I wanted to download for Shuna, but never mind. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, her banner's not here. Her banner left yesterday. Why don't you want ult with Jean to get more weakness strike? Because I hate weakness strike. I hate that mechanic. Alright, let's do this. Let's do orb. We don't need to use that other skill yet. So let's just do... I'm gonna take Leon out, actually. I don't really need him up front. Here, we'll get some ult for Jean. Jean ult is more stack. Why are you not getting it? Because it's 25% weakness strike, and 25% by itself is just not a lot. Alright. Let's use this skill. And then we'll take you out of here. Well. Well, you know, we'll take you out of here. Alright, triple orb change. And then you can just go away again. Yeah, just go away. I was using this team and getting 210% weakness strike. That's cute. Like, guys, I know she stacks weakness strike on the team. Like, I get it. I also don't care. This is not Jubilee. Alright, thank you for that. We are almost capped out on points. If we were to try this without Jean, we would not be at the cap. Like, we'd be severely below that with the amount of skills we used last turn. If they allow these devs to use the manga, there would be a lot more players. I'm sure there would, but they've stated long ago on a very, very early live stream that if they don't have a voice actor, they're not in the game. Because who would they use? Whose voice would they use if they have no cast? Alright, let's use this skill. Let's use the free 40 points, because, you know, why not? Alright, and then we'll bring you in for Blanc, who does have an extra orb, so that's nice. And then buff and buff and buff and stun. Yeah. They are using manga characters, though. Who the fuck is Blanc if you aren't reading? I mean, she's been in a movie. She was there for like all of 10 seconds, but she wasn't a movie. She did have a voice actress. That is the minimum that is the minimum amount that you need to be put into the game is you must have at least one line. You must have a voice actor or actress. Yes, Blanc was in a movie. That's how they can justify having Blanc and Jean here. Guys, come on. Alright, so let's see how much weakness strike we're at. We're at 125%. Woo. Was she in Visions of Coleus? Or was she... Yeah, she was, because she's quite old. Yeah, because she came for Visions of Coleus. That was her first banner, because the movie came out, and the second anniversary was Visions of Coleus themed. Alright, you're not gonna do 64 million damage, so let's just do this. I just want to see how much a normal orb for Leon does after all the buffs, and then we'll see his nuke. 6 million for Jean, 7 million for Velzard, okay, 4 million hit for Leon, and 92 million. Well, at least it's finally able to clear Inferno now. Thank Jeebus. Yay! We can actually kill Inferno. How much does Inferno 2 have? 64 up to 72. Okay. Yeah, at least it clears now. That's the most important thing. 2 beatdown characters and all magic. Oh, right, we have Blanc. That's why. Dire 2 has 120 million. Well, have fun with that. I mean, we can do it. How much are whales hitting with this team now? I think D2 said Story got 132. So, it's like, yeah, that's nice. Blanc could do that in 5 turns. Alright. Let's, I don't really care about this. Let's try her on some other team now. You know, someone told me to use her on the Divine General team. I will humor them. I will humor them. Well, I could do Primal Demon, actually. See, the thing about Primal Demon is that we're still not getting half of her buff. You got 241 million in Dire 2 with Momiji as the 5th unit. Well, see, there you go. There's your number right there, 241. I got 118 million with the same team, except I switched Ritas for Visions of Koli as Violet. Yep, that'll work too. I mean, we don't need the alt swap on this team, because once you get Leon's alt, which is fairly quick, he can just go away. He doesn't need to be up front for anything unless you need orb change. Primordial still has 0 unbounds. What? What are you talking about? We literally just got Jean. We have Blanc right here. What are we talking about? We have this Blanc. We have this Violet. What are you talking about? No Primordials. With 0 unbounds. You're looking at 3 of them. 4 of them. Am I tripping, or did someone on your channel server post 314 mil? I think Story just said that. Story, you've gotten 346 million in Dire 2 with Meta plus Warrior's Mind Violet and Gobwa. Warrior's Mind Violet and Gobwa. I mean, the control stacks would go pretty hard, wouldn't it? That seems fun. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that. Instead of trying to fucking put Belzard on Divine General. That sounds awful. Never mind, I don't want to humor that. Planus, I'm going to sleep now. It's almost 3 in the morning. Oh, God, yeah, go to bed. Good night. Have a good night. Good morning. Jesus. Alright. With the meta plus Warrior's Mind, Violet, and Gobwa. No Blanc, huh? Gobwa. And then Violet. Well, you have to use Belzard with Jean. Yeah, you sure do, if you want the full capacity, which means that Divine General would now be down 2 units, and that's just... That's not how you want to run Divine General. When did we get the new Assign All UI? Months ago. Months ago. What are you talking about? Have you just been like AFK or something? For like 2.5 months? Alright, well, we don't have Blanc anymore. Violet, give you that. And we'll give you that one. Alright, so how are we running this? Probably need to... You're swapping Primal Demon, Schemer, and Antagonist. Well, okay. We're gonna put you in the first slot then. There you go. Oh, the sword. That's right. Let's fix that. I know I have a space sword in here too somewhere. There it is. We'll give her that shitty one. Alright, are we good on everything else? Alright, Leon doesn't have any... Well, we don't have any Aegis effect shit anyways, so... You have a 60 level one? I mean, guys, we're not really looking for damage out of Jean right now. It really doesn't matter, guys. Alright, let's try this. Hey Joker, I have the first banner units. I was able to pull Divine General Diablo. Should you pull for Blanc or 3.5 Jean? You should... You should... Hmm. You have the whole meta. Um... It's like going for Jean would make sense because you'd be continuing the meta that you already have, but also Jean just isn't as good as Blanc, just straight up, in any other scenario. So it's like you're gonna only pretty much use Jean with Velzard, which you have Velzard, which is great. You're not gonna put both of them together on every single team, though. Blanc will go on almost every team. No, she will go on every team. Honestly, I'd probably say Blanc. I'd probably say Blanc, because she's going to be viable off of this team on many other teams, whereas Jean won't be that versatile. Like, she needs to be with Velzard for her to really, really work. She needs to be on a team that has points, which some teams don't have the points to use her a lot. So... Are you gonna stick to this game or try to branch out at some point? I'm gonna stick to the game. It's a hobby channel. It's for funsy onesies, and I only want to make content on games that, one, I enjoy, and two, that I'm confident that I can explain very well. Because no one wants to go watch some random guy talk about like a game that he knows jack shit about and try and teach people how to play it when he doesn't know how to play. It's not what I want to do, at least for my channel. I'll do that with, like, Pokemon cards, because, like, who gives a fuck? But if I'm trying to make in-depth, detailed guides, like, I want to be somewhat knowledgeable. I wouldn't say an expert, because there are still things I fuck up on, obviously, but... oh, I can't actually convert this hand, because we're not starting with rainbows. That's fine. We'll just do this. Oh, no, I should... I should change that around, I guess, if we're not going to do that. Win Joker Genshin streamer? Yeah, I tried Genshin on, like, a couple live streams years ago. I didn't really enjoy it. Alright, so let's take Goblet out. Let's bring you in. Convert. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. Should you summon or wait for next anniversary? You want to wait another 6 months? I mean... Do you have any teams? Like, can you play the game? Not trying to shit on you, but it's like, I'm just asking, it's like, what... Are you able to even do anything with your account? Like, are you able to clear events? I still didn't add a space character here for the skill points. Alright, let's just do this instead. I'll take both of you out. Honestly, I don't see much Divine General Blanc outside of that team. You sure don't, because she's kind of ass. She's kind of ass. Alright, well... We can do that. How are we gonna run this? Guess we take Belzard out of here. 35. Yeah, we don't have enough points for that. Let's do that. Convert. Get 4 rainbow. That's actually not what I really wanted. No, actually, that worked still. I mean, I guess that works. I don't think that was the best use case right there. Blanc versus... No, Jean versus Warrior's Mind 2 Violet. I have all the other units for both teams. I'd probably get Violet. Because the Warrior's Mind 2.0 full meta is a lot better than what this team's doing right now. Just straight up. Alright, and then we'll take you out. Let's see. I'm a fairly new account, joined during tournament meta. Tournament stalwart. Okay. Yeah, that's certainly a meta. Alright, so now Leon has his EX ult, so he can just go away now. Violet is good on her team. She's very good on her team. She's okay on other teams. Like, you can use her. Like, we're gonna use her here. We're kind of stuck without the control effect, though, because we haven't left her up front, though. Kind of a problem. So... How are we making this work? We have no control stacks at all. We're already on turn 4. Although she has Lord's Ambition, so... Let's take you out. Let's bring you in. Convert that. I'm just gonna send this. Fuck it. Let's see. Who can replace Blanc on Warrior's Mind 2 if you don't have her? Tournament Stalwart Lumi. Otherwise, you're kind of shit out of luck as far as an AoE unit. There's another ult for Leon. Okay, that at least changed it so we can do that. Hi, I just got off work. How did summons go? I did my summons this morning, got Jean at 40. I got her at 70, and then we kept going to 100 so I could get the battle clusters out of the pity. Alright, Belzard, you can get out of here. Bring you in. We'll do your buff again. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm almost a year into this game. I got 3 teams with this one, and I'm 1k crystals for the next banner. Did not summon for anything else. I mean, hopefully those teams are good. I'd actually like to see Joker branch out to Pokemon streams videos so he can explore generations other than 1 and 2. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Alright, so we still have that seal on. That's unfortunate, because she got resealed, probably, because everyone else got sealed. And now we have no blue orbs. which we can still kind of get around. Because we have the power of rainbows. And then get Velzard in here for you? Yeah. Okay. I don't think we're going to get the 300 something million damage here. We are very unoptimized. And there's Lord's Ambition again, so I don't think the control would actually do anything here. It's canceling it out, but do we still get the control stacks? I actually don't know. Harold, hey, Joker, how are you? Quick question, John, is it worth going for her? I don't really think so, no. I think she's a bit too restricted to really work on a lot of different teams. Yeah, I think the best case is just to not have Leon up front. Once he gets his EX ult, he needs to go away. We don't have enough points to do anything here. I got Masked Hero and Leon. Should you go for Velzard or just save for the next meta? You have the Masked Hero and Leon. Can you still beat, like, EX2 with just those characters? Like, do you have enough support to get that done? Did we actually get the Weakness Strike? I can't tell. I can't tell. If you can do it without Velzard, like, I don't really think you need Velzard. I think she's fairly good, though. So, like, if you can get her, and you're, like, close to Pity or something, 2 multis away, I would probably just try and get her. But I don't think you need her. I think my account is bugged. Got every single unit from the last 2 metas besides Violet with 190 Pity plus free first month Koban. Zadka PT, I think you're about to piss off a lot of people in this chat. The main need for her on this team, like the JP person did, is mainly for the control in the final turn to buff the debuffs. Well, sure, I guess. I don't think we have enough points to actually do that. Yeah, no, we're short. Because we're only at 356, because we played it wrong. Try it again. I joined during Tournament 2 and missed out on Freerin. Do you think she will ever be back? No. Collab characters do not come back. It's just... they do not. Do I have to have the battle clusters on Leon to beat this? You don't have to, but it certainly helps. I don't have any clusters on Leon. I'll tell you that right now. Three teams are Divine General. The first you saved because I found your channel and follow the recommendation. Second for and this one. You didn't summon for Warrior's Mind? Probably would have done that. Over this team. Problem with not having Leon in front is he is the Orb Changer. Yeah. He sure is. Alright, so let's take Velzard out of here. We'll do the no, not that. We'll do the Rainbow Convert. Boom. Bring Goblet in. We can get her stacked up. start to get stacked up. So is this team a Divine General situation where if you summon on Banner 1 and got the unit, just cut your losses and save? Kinda, yeah. Kinda, yeah. New campaign in the news? Oh, okay, we'll check that out after this. I am so far behind. I'm always behind. What did I miss? Did you go to pity? No, I went to 100 pity for the clusters. I got them on 70, so... I got her on 70, so I didn't have to go further, but I did. Okay, Leon with half an ult is not really what I'm looking for here. And I don't have an ult swapping character, so it's like, are we just sending nerfed orbs again? Like, what are we doing here? This team just runs so inefficiently. Or maybe I just need to save an orb change and then maybe get Leon's ult later down the line with a full hand of rainbows or something. Because I don't have an ult swapper. Yeah, we're gonna need to do something else. We need to get this done some other way. Stop complaining and figure it out. I'm trying. We're trying. It's just not going very well. Alright, we don't actually need Jean up front, because we have enough turn 2 protection gauge to get us through it anyways. My crystal count is waning. Will he eventually end up missing a character? What? Crystal count means nothing when you have the power of the credit card. Just because I have low crystals doesn't mean that, like, in 3 days it's going to be back up to, like, 20,000 crystals or something. That is an awful hand. Alright. Sounds like this banner is a skip. You only summon for Jean if you have Velzard. And even that, like, I don't know how good she's gonna be outside of this team. I love having only 2 orbs here. I'm leaving. See y'all later. Have a good night. How are we gonna do this? This is just not fun. This is not what we're looking for here. No, because then we get Leon ult, but it'd be like barely a Leon ult, and then we'd just have to live with it for a while. I'm trying to sort this out. It's just not going very well. One, we need to have turns where we don't have only 1 or 2 blues. That's one part. So that's one problem. Okay, that'll work. Let's see what we're gonna do though. Is we're gonna take Leon out of here. We're taking Leon out. That's nice. We actually don't have a Velzard ult either. Perfect. And actually, I think that works out for us. Alright, so Velzard for Violet. Rainbow Convert. That'll give us that. Start with the debuffs. And then Violet, you come out of here. Better than his RNG sucking on pulls. That's true. Alright, so that gets his EX ult, so he's good now. Alright. Cool. We're making it work. I found Fount of Wisdom Albus more useful than Redis in this team for a green swap, since I didn't use the alt swap and Inferno didn't nerf Pierce. Wait, does Control have a Frostbite effect? It sure does. I thought Control was just Weakness Strike. No, it's got Frostbite on it as well. It's 30%. So you can have the Dread for 40%, Frostbite for 30, and Control for 30. Alright, so let's do that skill. Alright, and then you can come in for Leon after we use his convert anyways. Okay. And then we will rainbow one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Progress now. Let's hope you don't need much blue orbs. Have you seen Union Battle? It has a lot of somewhat hard bosses, lots of how-to videos coming from Joker. And the future income is safe for Joker this month. I guess that's your apology. Yeah. So Velzard kind of goes crazy on Warrior's Mind too. Not real. I mean, you can. It's just that Warrior's Mind 2 is a burst team. Trying to fit a non-holdable buff with Velzard just for the Frostbite effect, I don't know if that's really truly worth it. Because you don't want to use Blanc's skill until the nuke, because you want that Dark debuff. And that's 90 points out of your potential, like, 100, like, 200 points or something on turn 5. Like, you don't have that many to work with. Alright. Frostbite. Yeah, see, this is the problem here. Is that we need to orb change. We can't use Violet anymore. We have to bring Leon in to convert, but he's going to come out, and we're going to bring in an orange orb at that point. Or maybe we can get lucky here. Let's take Velzard out. Oh, that would take away one of our... Well, no matter what. We'd have to take Jean out. But that would guarantee bring that orange in. Alright, let's do this. Let's take Velzard out of here. Please be a blue. Oh, thank God. We got saved there. We got saved there. Let's see. What is your favorite meta of all time? Favorite meta of all time. Violet is kind of not looking that hot right now. I'd have to say probably Frieren. Frieren or Warrior's Mind. Orange teams. Divine General for sure, yeah. That everyone wants Divine General. Okay. Take Jean out of here. And then convert. And then you out for Velzard. Please just don't kill Violet. Please don't kill Violet. Damn, got here an hour late. Did you get shafted? No, we were fairly lucky. We got her at 70. And then I went to 100 to get the battle clusters. But we could have stopped at 70, so it's not bad. Alright, don't hit Violet. Alright, good. Good. Okay, so now let's put... Oh! That's a hand. Let's do the control. Let's do those. Boom. Boom. And then... we'll bring Leon in for Gobwa. Actually, well, Violet we could do. It doesn't really matter, huh? We're not going to get a full hand because we're missing an ult for Jean back there. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. I don't think... if we send the Leon ult, we're not getting his EX ult back. Not even with this skill active. We might have to go an extra turn. I don't know how well it's going to work, though. Missing that one blue orb right there is really going to hurt us a little bit. Yeah, we don't have enough points. Okay. Oh, well, okay, well, no, actually, we do have enough points. Alright, I lied. We're fine. The debuffs are active, so let's do... Alright, so... let's do this. How many stacks are we up to on you? We're not that far off. So let's stun. Boom. We'll get Velzard, her buff active. That's another stack. Don't have enough to do that, though. So it's gonna have to be this. Yep, okay. And then we'll bring you in for Gobwa. Yeah. And then we'll do that. And that's all the points we have. Okay, so what are we sitting at right now? 100% weakness strike. 205% magic attack. 20% stun strike. Awful. Aegis power, element buff, 100%. Guaranteed pierce. Alright, we can get another 50% weakness strike here, so we'll be at 150. And then we've got 64% ult down, 80% weakness down, 88 element down, 160 Aegis down, 182.4 pierce down. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's turn those off so we can actually get a slow number. Velzard, 14 million. Okay, that's pretty good. Jean, 15 million. And then Leon's orbs do... Holy shit, that's slow. 4.7. 7.2. And then Leon does 196. Okay. Yeah, I mean... with better RNG, that could be a lot better. But, I mean, it's still a lot better damage than what we got last time. We got a whole extra 100 million. So, yeah, it's not exactly the most fun thing to do. But if you really try, then you can make it work. Alright, how much does Dire have? 96. Okay, so... that's just not what I would call... There's a word that I'm searching for. Repeatable? Consistent. It's not very consistent. Alright. If you use Masked Hero skill, you can use Velzard on Warrior's Mind too, because you have one extra turn. Technically, yes, you could. Who are you taking off, though, for the Masked Hero, though? I wonder what the last unit is going to do. There's no way it's going to be trash, right? Right? Well... I mean, what else can the team use? The team can use ult resistance down. Doesn't currently have that with its full build. You can pierce this fight. I don't know if they'd give us a pierce skill, though. What else do we need? We've got element. We've got the magic buff from stacking. We've got the Aegis stuff that we've gone all in on. Like a... just a raw attack buff. Ult resistance down. Pierce. You know, it's not going to be very popular, but we could see another Earth Jean style of character, where she's not done yet, so she, yeah, where she gives us like a whole butt ton of extra points. Because if you're trying to use everything and the stun strike that you've been using the entire time, like, it can be a bit too expensive, and we could do with a few extra skill points. That could be one of the skills, at least part of one of the skills. Because we've seen, who is it, Violet? What did she do on her skill? She gave, like, attack and then something, right? Yeah, attack of physical allies, and then gave us 120 skill points. So it could be something like this. Like, exactly that, except magic. It increases attack of magic characters by probably 100%. And then gives 100-something skill points, maybe. Like, they could literally just do this skill. Or make it, like, ult resistance down. And then extra skill points. I could definitely see that. Would you try this with the Freerin team, or Tournament Stalwart Lumi team, or nah? Try what? What are we trying? Putting Velzard on the Warriors Mind team? Inferno 1. You want me to try Inferno 1 here? With the oranges being nerfed for 7 turns? That ain't happening. I'm sorry to say, that just ain't happening, my friend. You can't synergy this fight. Oranges are nerfed. Like, they're really trying to help you not use Freerin and her team. This team is just a combination of so many things. It's reminding me of Earth 2.0. Poison, counters, defense, HP. So much. So wait, how does Violet work? The Violet that I just used? So, one, her rainbow orbs are rainbow orbs. That doesn't really need an introduction. The control stack, though. So you apply 2 stacks of control, which for 2 turns, you're going to get a total of 60% extra weakness strike as long as it's active and not being canceled by something. On top of that, control also increases the value of debuffs by 30%. So a 100% debuff of like alt resistance down will become 130% alt resistance down. Or in her case, the 40% alt resistance down that she does is like 68% now or something like that. So it's a 30% addition to a debuff placed on the enemy, while giving you stacking weakness strike from the control stacks. And also being alt resistance down on top of that. So it's doing like 3 things right there. Worth pulling? No, not unless you have Velzard. So you should use 2 control skills before turn 8 so you get 4 controls. I mean, it only lasts for... I mean, you could. But she's at Lord's Ambition, and I'm still unsure if you actually get the control stacks if it's not active. The whole point of using it turn 7 is that it lasts for 2 turns. We don't have to use it on turn 8 with the nuke and all the other expensive skills. That's why we use it early. Okay, where else can we use her? Not gonna lie, I think I've been using her wrong. Been trying to get the weakness from her ult? Or from the control stacks? This one's a wind count of wisdom. I mean, I guess we could try. From the control stacks? I mean, if you can get the control stacks on, like, yeah, that's cool and everything. But if you can't, it becomes a problem. Actually, let's do something funny. Instead of doing this stupid team, let's do the Primal Demon chamber. Okay, and then assign all. We're taking you out of here for... Violet, we're taking you out of here for... We'll switch you in Diablo, and then we'll take you out. Do we bring the new Jean? Like, what's she giving? She's giving Element? And that's it. Now let's change this around. So we'll give you. Let's give you any guy. There you go. Violet, Blanc, Albus. Velazard instead of Primal Demon Jaune. Well, okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's actually not bring Blanc. Let's bring the new Jaune. Actually, we can't bring Velazard on this team, can we? No, we can't. Oh, she's on Stern of Spirit, that's why. Okay. Oh, Hero Kramer. I'm still salty at you, though, by the way. How dare you pull a Charizard when I've just been getting shafted endlessly? With every single pack I purchase, it just gets worse and worse. How dare you? You don't need that ETB anymore, right? I can just rip that open right now on stream, right? The heart of the cards. They know I'm not a true Pokemon fan. I care about Gundam. Alright, since we're not using you anymore, let's do this. Okay, let's try and make this work. That way we can get the new Aegis buff activated. What two other units do people tend to run with Warrior's Mind? Yeah, it's Diablo and Ruff. That's exactly what they're trying to do. You care about Gundam and waifus. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Kramer, did you manage to pre-order the black and white set today on the Pokemon Center? Oh, okay, there you go. The booster boxes. Okay. I got one each of the different ETBs, but I'm gonna keep them sealed. I'm gonna start doing what you do and just keep sealed product, because once Gundam comes out, all my money's gonna go there. Alright, so Diablo in, and then Velzard in. Actually, no, we'll keep Velzard in the back. I deserve the 151 pulls, that's my shit. That's all I know, too. All I know is Gen 1 and Gen 2. Rocket Panda just joined. What are you thinking of the new Jean? As someone who only has the new team, she's a big help. Yeah, on the Spirit Master team, if you have everybody else, she's gonna be pretty good. Off of the Spirit Master team and away from Velzard as the only character who gives Aegis rate, I don't really know how well that's gonna work. Okay, so here we can do just the full rainbow convert. Boom. And we don't really need to do anything else here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, lots of points, lots of stacks. I did not order the black and white ones from today, though I got the... Oh, you got the Destined Arrival ones, okay. Gotcha. So we'll get you stacked up. Now we can use the... now we can do the funny thing. So let's not use Jean's other skill quite yet. Let's do this, and then we'll convert. Yeah, good thing we didn't use that quite yet. Convert, convert, convert. Oh, we can't use the control. We are gonna have to leave her up front for a while so she can get unsealed. In 3 turns. Great, okay. Why is there DG Gazel and not normal Gazel like the rest of the team? What? What? Oh, we're binded. Okay, well that's fine. We can make it work. Alright, swap. Swap again, convert, convert. Convert, convert. Alright, we're almost up to a Diablo EX alt. They meant as the opponents? Oh, I don't know. Gotcha. Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay, that's a good hand. Alright, yep, thank you. Yep, thank you. It tickles. Alright, full change to green. Perfect. Please hit Diablo. You stupid bitch. God damn it. Why do you always go for Violet? Every single orb alt convert up until this turn has always hit Violet first. But I need to leave her up front because I need to use her control stacks next turn. Okay. Please hit Diablo. Thank Jeebus. Alright, control stack. Bedtime for Jaded. Yep, have a good night. Go away. Be gone. Convert. Alright, and then let's do the rainbow orbs here. Boom. And then let's bring Jean in. And then we'll use the alt. I don't. What are we gonna call this? The orb alt orb buff thing. All right. So this is 120% weakness strike per character that we're gonna get for 2 turns. As long as we leave Diablo up front. Because it's each individual stack is 15. We've got 4 on each character. So 15, 30, 45, 60. 60, 120, 180 times 2. Maybe I did that math wrong. Maybe that came out wrong. But... Alright, so now let's check Diablo, and he's got 180% weakness strike right there. Cool. And then we'll get more stacks on... I don't think I can use Violet's Orb Change anymore, which is kind of unfortunate, because look at this hand. Yeah, we're locked out of that. Alright, and we're resealed anyways, so Violet can just go away. I want to leave Diablo up front so we can get that buff. Those buffs. We have... Okay, we have enough, technically. So let's convert. Change 3 of the oranges, change the 1 green. We have enough points to do the other orange again. We just don't have a lot of points here. And we don't have Jean to give us the extra 300. So, like, that's kind of the downside of having to bring both Velzard and this Jean to actually activate things. But also, we only have 3 big buffs, actually. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, the control stacks are long gone, so they're not going to enhance the debuff that we're putting on. But Diablo now has 360% weakness strike, so I mean, that's kind of cool. Guaranteed Pierce, guaranteed Aegis, Aegis Power, the element buff from not Velzard, but Jean. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.7 million. 2.6 million, and then his ult on AoE will do probably about like 20-ish, somewhere around there. I don't think it should be that high. 10. Except we fucking synergied on over there. So we didn't actually kill. Oh, it's even worse. Yeah, it's like, you can. You sure can. Would that have worked with 2 other different units instead of having to try and finagle them? Yeah, probably. So, Alright, someone said there's something in the news. 5-7 up. That was yesterday. What's this? Decoration. Breasts. Yep. Is there anything actually new in here? Okay, so they completely filled this out now. I don't see anything new in here. If the new character is another DPS, would it be even better to run them over Blanc on Spirit Master? I mean, I wouldn't say it's guaranteed, but it's a very high probability that the next character is going to be an AoE DPS character. And they'll probably have some support skill and also some personal buff skill to make them worthy of being a DPS character. Because currently no one has a selfish buff on this team, which is nice. Everyone can buff other people. But I mean, the entire idea is to have a full meta, if you include the free-to-play Ritas. I don't really like this team, though. Do I think that any of them have the sustainability that Divine General Diablo has? Maybe Leon. But you can't hold his buffs. He is a generic orb changer for blues. Diablo with the multi-skill and the green buff and the synergy buff, which is really impactful, and you can hold that buff. You can't hold any of the buffs on this team. You can't hold the ult. You can't hold the synergy resistance down. I guess you could hold the synergy, or not, sorry, not Aegis. You can't hold the Aegis debuff. You can hold the Aegis rate and the Aegis power, technically, but you need two characters for that, which again kind of isn't great when Diablo's a one and done kind of thing. You can hold the element buff. Whoop-de-doo. I don't know. I'm still waiting for this team to really impress me, because even the 192k that we did, that doesn't really impress me. Not after what we saw Blanc do on Warrior's Mind in her beatdown battle. That's hilarious. That's a burst team, not a team full of 90-point skills. You can probably make it have a lot of 90-point skills. I mean, overall, this Jaune is just another luxury character. You certainly don't need her, but she's nice to have. She looks very pretty. Does she serve a true purpose, though? Are you going to wear her everywhere? Are you going to take her everywhere? No. She's like the nice pair of Jordans or something that you take out on a really fancy date because you want to show them off, but otherwise they stay in the closet because you're not going to wear them everywhere. She's kind of like that. If you got, I'm not a shoe guy. I'm just trying to make that reference. Hopefully that it makes sense. Joker, look at the boob window. Yeah, I see it. That's great. I still like Blanc more. I still like Blanc more. Yeah, I hate when they separate a buff's rate and power into different skills. I mean, they've been doing it for a while. Ryukin 1, new player. I have the full team plus Blanc and Diablo. Do you need the next Rimuru? Probably not. Probably not, no. If you can do, like, 90% of the content with what you have now, you don't need the Rimuru. But again, we don't know what the Rimuru does, so it's kind of hard to say for sure. Because, I don't know. The Rimuru could be just as strong as Blanc. Who knows? And then it'd be like, ah, well, damn. How many dupes do you think I should have for the new team? Unless you're a sweaty tryhard, you don't really need dupes. Like, unless you're trying to sweat in Jubilee or something, you don't need dupes. Your support slots will need dupes. But you don't need to keep summoning. Like, especially as a low spender or free to play player, like getting dupes of premium characters is not the priority. You just need the character to begin with. Because at least you then have access to their skills. You can still make things work without the traits. It's a bit more difficult. Some very hard strategies might not play out the same. But if you have Blanc, you're buffing every team. I don't really care about her trait. Because a lot of the time, she's not up front for the trait to be active. She's in the back doing something. So, it's just not super duper important to have dupes. It's more important just to get the character and then save your crystals. Okay. Do we do one more thing with Jaune? I'm kind of hungry. I kind of want to go eat dinner. I can do like one more fight with Jaune. But I don't know where to put her. Because you can't really take her into something without Velzard. Let's do this. Maelstrom of Ruin. Feed the Neko. She's got a gravity feeder now, so If I just tip it over once in the morning, and I did it earlier before the stream, then it'll push the food out. It doesn't really work that well, though, so I might have to get a better one. It was very cheap. Okay, so let's do Fount of Wisdom. So... And then this will be Rimuru, this will be Albus. Use Jean in a speed team. I don't know what she'd be bringing to a speed team. The element buff? Like, if you want to put her on Warrior's Mind, you're better off bringing Raphael, because he's doing 120%, plus the stacking synergy, plus the stacking ult damage. Jean's not really doing anything for you on a speed team. Is this really going to do anything for us either, though? Can this team overcome the 75% blue nerf stage with Jean? I don't know. The stage also nerfs greens, so... That's why we're in here. I know the music turned off, I'm aware, but we won't be here very much longer anyways, so... Don't worry about it. Why do you have that on? What? What? Knock that off. Alright, let's just try and see how this works. I don't think it's going to go very well. We don't have an alt-swapping character. But we can certainly try it. Rain and Misery need more representation. Yeah, Misery only has 2 free-to-play characters. She has no summonable units at all. At least for battle characters. That's not the hand we're looking for. We'll try and get a decent hand here. We'll try. And then that'll be the end of the stream. Okay. I'd really like some more blue orbs in that game. Like, at least 3. At least 3 blues. Let's do that. There, okay, that works. We can do that. And then you can come out for Hinata, and you can come out for Jean. Although I should have probably left Jean in because of her turn 2 protection gauge. Oh well. Should have taken Rimuru out. Guess you're pretty much done after this? Yeah. You're safe to head out. Alright, so let's do... Oh, can't do that. Alright, let's just do the 1 convert here. And then yours. Hinata isn't skill fused, so she can't do that. I just arrived. What's the consensus? She's okay. When you have Velazar. Otherwise, she's just kind of a waste of space. Game, can I please get some fucking orbs here? I know that was the expectation with the video last night, this morning. She needs other things to work, and right now there's only 1 character that really does that. So if you don't have that 1 character, you're kind of not in a great spot. Oh my god. Also, Diablo's ass as a protector, just straight up. Absolutely god-awful. I don't know why I forced myself to do this. Oh my Jesus Christ. Alright, hey, you know what? I don't want to talk to you. Get stunned. Oh, no, you can't be stunned. Haha. Never mind. Alright, so let's do this. Let's make the Hinata ult get more gauge. We have 5 Hinata orbs, so I mean, this will look pretty good. How much actual ult do we get back from that? Do we have our EX ult? No, we have an ult. Okay, well... Yeah, it's meant for support ults, not... Oh my god. Get out of here. We're just gonna have her have just one ult. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Joker, which meta is more disappointing, Divine, General, or Spirit? Right now, it'd probably be Spirit. But we also are missing a character, so I won't be able to render true judgment until we get the final character. Please don't kill Albus. I kind of need her buff. I can't wait to make my ult to give me more secret gauge to make my Freyren team and Warriors Mine teams more whack. You're gonna bring her just for that? You're already getting the element buff from Himmel. You're just doubling up on it, and you won't activate the Aegis power unless you bring Velzard. Which, I mean, I guess you can. Oh, okay, in the future. Got it. Alright, 8, 16. We don't, no, we don't have enough points. Why? Because Diablo sucks dick. That's why. Well, let's at least use the 2 skills that matter. So we'll do this buff. And then we'll bring you in. And then we'll bring you in. Use that, and then we'll use Hinata's own buff. And we'll just forego the remove, because we just don't have enough points. Because we just didn't really get that great orb RNG. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Can I convert anything? Nope. I can Frostbite, though. That'll enhance the Aegis down and the ult down. 136, 130, 1, 2, 3. Can we kill here? Probably. 9.4. Okay, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. For a team that came out over 2 years ago, with 2 brand new characters on it, fine. I wouldn't call it great. It's fine. Is Jean good on any other teams? Not really. It's just that, so if we look at her kit, we'll do this one thing before I go. Where are you? There you are. So the all element buff, cool. 100% dark space, light, wind, whatever element you're getting. Okay, fine. Aegis power, very powerful. Needs Aegis rate, which is Velzard. The only character that can do that is Velzard. So you, in order to maximize this one skill right here, you need a second character, which is not always the best thing in the world, because sometimes there's no room for that second character. The second skill, like, I see what they're going for, but I'm not going to put her on a other team just for this skill. Because most likely, I'm not going to have Aegis power, because I'm not running Velzard on that other team. And if I am, I'm building a really janky, weird team. So... I'll try and use her on the Freyrin team for her showcase. I'll try and put both of them on the Freyrin team, and we'll see how that goes. I make no promises that it's going to work, but it's just that she's very, very specific to being used correctly. And being specific is maybe good when you're a DPS character, not when you're a support character. So, in that case, being a support character for one team is not as good as being a support character for every team, like the Warrior's Mind Blanc is. She can buff literally anybody. And then she also, like, double buffs dark characters because of her debuff skill. Like, that's a lot more impactful than whatever Jean's doing for you. But, I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'll do the Should You Summon, I'll do the showcase, that'll go out tomorrow, because we have time. Otherwise... initial thoughts are skip. You can skip this Jean and you can be okay for 90% of the game. So, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys for stopping by. The banner got delayed and I couldn't summon until later in the day because work, but whatever. But take it easy, and I'll see you all later.